Myself, Puri, Lasya and Sami of Kendra Vidyalaya RWF Railway Factory under Vocational Education Chapter Hydroponics, we have made this DWC Deep Water Culture of 5 hydroponic systems. My friend Sami is going to explain about the materials we have used to make the system.
So first we use the tub to stores the water. It is made of plastic. The lid, made of a stronger plastic, holds the net pots in their place. This is a net pot. As you can see here, it has holes so roots can come down and reach the water. This is fly ash. This acts like a sponge and absorbs the water. This is the soil coin. You can see here that we've used the soil coin to plant the plants. Now here we have used methi seeds because they germinate quicker. Here you can also see a few germinated seeds. Next, we have used an aerator. Then these are the nutrients we use named grow, thrive and flora. Here grow is nitrogen, thrive is potassium and flora is phosphorus. So now Purvi is going to give you a detailed explanation of these materials.
The tub that stores the water and the nutrients is called the reservoir, and the net pots are called plant support that suspend into this nutrient solution. The roots of the plants are immersed in the nutrient water as they have to absorb the nutrients that are required for their growth. The aerator that sends air bubbles inside the nutrient solution that always replenishes the O2 levels in solution, because the DWC has a stagnant water and it is always covered. Oxygen does not mix with it naturally. For this case, we have to use an aerator. Then we have these nutrients that are essential for the plant's growth. Then how do we maintain the steady growth of the plants? We have to maintain the steady growth of the plants by constantly measuring the water level. If the water level is very less, we have to add more water constantly. Then we have to manage the regular growth. We have to always measure the pH level. That should be from variations to 6 to 7.5. Then we have to make sure there is no algae formation that can decrease the growth of the plants. Now, is hydroponics always good, or is there also some flaws?
The advantages of hydroponic setup is that the plants grow faster and there is a larger production of the yield.
We have constantly measured the height of the plants from 5 days.
On day 3, that's when the plants started growing, the plants were at the height of 3 centimeters on day 4, 5, and now it has reached the height of 8 centimeters, day 6.
Now we see that there is very less soil compared to the normal harvesting of the crops, and there are no soil-borne diseases like fungi, algae and mold. So this helps in making.
Then we have very less and then it uses very adequate amount of water because we only have to replenish it
once in a month, and so it is water efficient. Now we look at the disadvantages of this soil hydroponics setup. The first one is that there can be root rot.
That is where the mold or the algae infects the roots of the plant and then causes them to fall down or decay.
Algae formation. Algae can form inside the water when kept for a longer time, and it would absorb the nutrients and make the actual plants take less nutrients and make it very weak. The next is this uses electricity.
As you see, the aerator needs electricity to replenish the oxygen in the water.
So, without close by electric supply, the DWC is not typically functional. We have to opt for other hydroponic setups.
Now, I am going to tell you the difference between microgreens and the DWC setup. In microgreens, As you can see, the plant's roots cannot grow too long. As here, the roots can grow long. And then in microgreens, the plants are very small. Here, the plants are very tall. And then the other thing is that we don't need to constantly add nutrients to the hydroponic setups, but for this we need to constantly add nutrients and water
according to plant growth.
and we also need to constantly add water. Here water supply is also there. Then microgreens does not need aerator since the plants are already out and so is the soil. Here we need an aerator since the water is stagnant inside.
Then in the DWC project, there is a fixed amount of chemicals per liter of water. Like in this case, for 2 liters of water, we have to use 4 ml of each of the chemicals. In this, we have to add the chemicals according to the type of crop, the amount of soil, and how the crop is. Is it weak or strong? So this is our project. Hope you like it.